Holy Spirit, for your support. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the power of the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord Almighty. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for all you've done right now. I command every unclean word that shall try to hold your work down from doing what is right. Lord, I decree your powerful living spirit, the sword, your holy mighty angels that have always led the mission and battles to where it is and predestined. I speak by the supernatural spirit and forces of great angels. Let the ones who fail to speak the truth become that thing which you have also said is a subject matter to what? Death and uncleanness. This is what you said. Those who speak no truth and those who go against the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and those who really go against the living Son of Man of greatness, the power of the Lord shall come against those who really sin and lie against the mighty ones who speak and do the work of the Lord. Even though we do this without pay, but the Lord has never said we will finish without pay. He said he will even reward us. And it is decreed that out of this work we shall eat. So if we do this and not eat, and that we have to wait for a result, and somebody tries to think that they have a power that is creative enough, then let the Lord Almighty, the thunder, lightning, let the supernatural spirit connection in life, let that authority decree and discharge holy mighty angels according to his Psalm 91 verse 11. And this he will give the angels charge over the righteous, that he will keep us in the way, or that we will keep somebody in the way. If you are that person led by spirit, receive your portion of healing and deliverance right now from the oppressor and the plans of the wicked and the enemy. Every unclean occultism and every unclean illumination of unclean society, let the power of the Lord decree, and that you know that Illuminatis are not what you think, and occultic are not what you think, but every word until you take it and find out what it means, and you define it according to knowledge. For lack of knowledge, he said the people perish. Who says he's also trying to do the same thing that is right and righteous unto the Lord? To let that person do the right thing, and that doing the right thing will let you know the truth. And the truth is this, that will set you free. Don't just hear and speak without seeing. For you shall be put under death if you do not see well and hear well. Every word that come against the name of the mission and ministry led Sylvester, I decree a powerful deliverance unto my great host first. In the mighty name of the living spirit of Lord of creation, living supernatural, occultic means searching. This is commanded that everyone should do this. Carrying your own burden. So whatever it is, the Lord who made life, he's the same person that made darkness. The Lord who made peace is the same person that created evil. Let the Lord reward you according to your works of who you are. I did say that this 2023 is a powerful, creative power. That says what? That I said, it shall only favor those who are led by the Holy Ghost. If the Lord did not lead you by himself through the darkness, in the light, in truth, in all works or activities, this year will not favor you. I did speak it. Let my goodness shine and powerful connect. Every liar, the Lord will arrest you. And as a nation builder, I'm an angel. This is it. The power of the unclean, you'll be arrested. I charge the dominion and the dominica, powerful living supernatural heavenly kingdom. That which you do not know will arrest you. Before the night of another night, you are arrested. The hour of things, seducing spirit, I curse you now. Under the unction of the rolling of tires of vehicle, your work have come to an expiration. You are expired now. You are causing delay that is trying to prevent us from traveling and going to places. So you will even rob and take our passports. And you want to know the business that we have with the Lord. How can a nation builder have not what it takes to build? Now, listen. Here you will see that which it is that is of a nation builder. And you will see. Take these scriptures and you understand what I am saying is dollar kingdom or S kingdom. The same S is my name, Sylvester. So dollar is actually standing on someone to make its country great name and great nation again. If an US did not raise a nation in another man's land, it cannot survive. For what if the US place is being under what attack or destruction? Unless US save its people on another land it has raided again. So it is meant for US to defend its people or every right cause of a virgin. And that is why U.S. support as what? Fundamental human right. They support it. Nobody else can be as great as this is becoming great name again. U.S. is built on the foundation of what? God and their what? Trust in their spiritism. And their food is what? Led by their angels. A system that is working. I command you, somebody, a supernatural commanding authority. Listen, and it shall help you. Even if you don't come to where I am going to dwell, it will help you. But those who speak lies against us, you don't know my father, a commando. My family, professors, I will quote you. Teachers, I will quote you. The ministers, find out first who is Bequin and who is Sylvester and who is this great one you didn't know. Go find out. Here, take a scripture. I will tell you about this kingdom, which you cannot throw away because of misunderstanding too. This is it. Whether you like it or not, it is my own channel. And I'm not going to fail. It is not fail. You kill and we raise the person. For that which must not die before their time, the Lord raised it. Here in life, given, and Konya a great nation. For I can make it great or small. It doesn't really matter what they are. But let my kingdom light shine through this, even in the connection. For those of you who are to listen and learn so that you are not hearing the things that is of the map of people that the Lord even has cursed and hated. Failure to learning, you will follow after the right or wrong path, right? Now it is this that your own choice for failing to learn have led you to what? Wrong path. For the one who is trying, you are condemning him that he is rather the wrong person. You only try to pull him down. Your foot that is frozen, it will be frozen if you are not led by the right path. Adro Piauto, any situation of superstition that you trust and believe, the Lord will cause it and cut it off. I decree again. Let it go and let's see what the Lord has given us over this channel. So, as kingdom and nation building. Who is the kingdom itself? And who comes to build a nation? The country Ghana, as you can hear, is just a country, but the nation is hidden within the country. The nation is what built the whole place, holiness, keeping the things of the Lord, doing it. As you go into what? US, and you have people who are doing only spiritism and practicing and praying for the country, interceding every day. That is the side, that is the nation. So if you fail to know a nation and virgins, then you have failed. Listen, you cannot say out of what you dream is what is going to happen in the world. Out of what I speak on my channel, that is what rules the whole world. I command you. Heaven is under my authority. Kingdom is this I am. I am the prince. You dare not try this. Every situation of spirit of lies, you have also proclaimed against the righteous. The Lord will rise, and the Holy Ghost that is unconditional will arise against you. Wherever you are by the sword, this is what is written. It is by Christ says, think not that he has come to send peace to the world. So if you go about business, having a business of sending peace, and you die, that is not his mission. Think not that he has come to what? Send peace to the world, but justice, which is what? The sword, the one who make a path. He's the Lord. Listen here, somebody. Learn these few things. It will save someone. Yes, learn. So this is my own ministry. Take, for instance, Matthew chapter 5 verse 8 and Psalm 33 verse 12 and many other things you will not see until I present to you on the channel. Here it is. My mission is not what you are predestined. Knowing that I have done already, work with electoral commission and all of that. I don't think you have anybody given authority over myself in this country, Ghana. Find out. Check my documents. And you see the things that is unconditional that I have been able to perform. Even that which you have denied me of. As a president of a nation, you are under the law. And the law of what? The heaven is the prophets. And the prophets are the one person who is what? The saint. And the saint is this person that judge the world, not Supreme Court. I speak again. That you may know a land of authority is this. I am communicating. Here it is. Watch in this place. Psalm 33 verse 12. Look at what a nation builder is, a nation person is. Listen here, somebody. He said, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. Do you understand whose God is the Lord? It means that a God that they have is able to make a path, is able to guide them on things of what? The supernatural and the natural. So that their basis will not be what? Constitution of what you think are constitution of the land. That has come nowhere from the great person of the Lord. The angels. So America is built on the foundation of what? Trust in God we trust. Who also trusts in the Lord and now go about doing something that does not have a connection with us? If you do anything, were you not told a virgin is not under law? Come and learn. I command you to do the right thing, because curse is under they that curse us, for you are condemned already. Listen, somebody. He said, blessed is the nation. So if you are a country as a Ghana, let's say Ghana or Ghanaian, or Nkonya as a nation, before you be a nation, or before you are say called to be a nation, unless your trust and all you do is on the foundation of what? The creator of the things, or you have a generation, you know that truly, as for you, your generation got saved because of a spirit that interceded on your behalf. That is the God area. And the nation itself is this person that is building it continuously with the foundation and the law of righteousness, holiness, virginity, and power, spirit, and never failing from that direction. And the Lord is this same person that is leading it continuously. So speaking to America or West, and somebody receiving from this side east or middle of greatness. So you can say in Konya even is the Middle East, but you don't understand. Because it is in Konya we have the gardens. It is in Konya we have all that we have lived on, original food that nobody has ever supplied us for many years. We produce from our own farms and eat. Who do you allow to control you? Is it a hospital? The hospital depend on what? The same thing that what the nation is producing. For your healing, the hospital need it. For an extract, the medical or the physician need the things of the what? The gardens. For an extract, before they can even make what? Medicine through what? Scientific proven living lessons. So listen, blessed is the nation whose God is what? Is the Lord. So he's saying that if a country, Ghana, is truly built by God, then the Lord over this country is what? Is not a president. Is what? Is a Lord indeed that is able to go before the war. That is carrying the sword, teaching his nation by the sword. That's why you can have the command taken from the sword, not from the book. And this is it. And the people whom he had chosen for his own inheritance. For his people, they are the inheritance. The inheritance go with what? His own people, not mixed people. If you are not chosen, you are not my people. If you are not a virgin, you are not my person. If you are not a righteous person, you are not my person. If you are not a just person, you are not. If you are not honorable, or if you are not that person, you are not. This the Lord has not given you. Now listen, somebody, before I go on to the other places. And verse 13 says that the Lord looketh from heaven. Heaven is defined to be what? Up. Anytime you are looking anywhere in the up, you are dwelling on the same up. The rock on which you dwell as earth. This rock is not called earth. There is only a portion that is called earth. The earth part is where we can produce out of maybe dust or clay, something like the potters. That is the earth. But many other also will be spirit and waters. So the thing is made up of what? Rock. And part of the rock is this we are describing: gardens, waters, spirit, earth, and all of that. And what did it say? So he said, the Lord looketh from heaven, he beholdeth all the sons of men. And what happened next? And 14 says, from the place of his what? Habitation, he looked upon all the inhabitants of what? The earth. So the Lord is in one place or sitting somewhere, or the Lord is revolving around his own work, transporting and transporting his good works, and watching over what? Nations. That is the Lord of the nations. Thank you. Now look at it again. So the white people are not wrong in doing what they are doing. They are searching. If you don't trust on the lands of the heavenly greatest kingdom, you will fail in all things, because you cannot stand on earth and condemn it. Now, before you condemn it, unless the whole world had turned against you, then you call the heavenly authority. Let it be according to his words, his will, judgment upon the whole earth and rocks and all things on earth, that they may know. If you alone will be destroyed for being the righteous, then let the whole earth crash down. That's why we do it. So all that is happening. If you don't know someone or if you fail to understand, you will never also know where to be. Thank you. So continue lessons from this side. Now look at somebody, a definition of a true person. Look at this here. Look at who have served already died, you don't know. Go out open to what? Galatians chapter 4, verse 1. And to down, we will be looking at it step by step. Look at it, it says, now I say that the higher, as long as he is a child, he who has been predestined, he who has been called to be the great one among you, to lead, to rule over all things, to be the Lord of all, is this same person. Because he had become a child that time, I am no longer a child, I am 35 plus. So that you won't call me to be obedient. The Lord knows me. This is it. I know who is doing the righteous thing. So now I say, he said, that the higher, as long as he is a child, listen to who is a higher here. As long as he is a child, different nothing from a servant. He is not different from what? Serving the nation, country, Ghana. That's why I work as what? All that you want to say. A time that I was supposed to work, I work as electoral commissioner, working in the technology of this world. I have delivered over there, appointing, controlling, managing situation. That is all that I have performed in the what? Electoral commission area. Who is under law? You who are coming to my cluster to what? Taking part or participating in what? Nation activity or call to work or responsibility of call of duty. I, at that point in time, ruling over you. So no matter how aged you are with your gray hair or with your sin, no matter what it is, I still control you. How which that and things operate. You that day came, I was the person sitting and controlling you and the system. That day you will not call me a child again. But that is called to nation work. I did it. What do you think I am to you? Continue listening. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking to you, somebody, I'm the same person who was what? Listening. So the spirit will quicken that you may know the one listening is the same person. The one giving life is the same person. The one who says, let them be put to death, judgment. I am the same person who will tell you that. I know who is a sinner in spirit, robbing this spirit. And what is he saying? He says, though he be Lord of all. Do you understand what is though? If you have made such a point and you want to make yet another point known that even though this person is a great person, that in the future he is the great person, not education making me a great person. No. Not what you want to give or your gift that makes me a great person. He is a great person already. That he is the Lord of all. Who made you a Lord? Now you are seeing the Lord of all. So therefore you must respect that if you are a Lord in any country, now you are seeing the Lord of all. I have the 6 on my left side, fair and 5 hand on my right side. I know where the sheep will be and the goat will dwell. I know who should be put to the slaughter. Now listen, activity is very interesting over here when you do listening and continue listening. Now, in this same verse, it's like Galatians chapter 4, verse 2. Listen. He said, but is under what? Tutors and governance. Why? Because he was still yet a child. Learning and what? Operating with governance. Like where we govern people, you govern too. Where we are governed, you govern over there too. That is what? Until the time appointed of the Father. You don't know my Father. You don't know him. And you don't know the hour, the time he did give that I should begin my work and when I should come to an end of my service to the whole kingdom. You are only taught what I am to do while I am still a child. 7, also learning under what? Tutors. Also what? Governing or working under the governors. As all this have been made already. When and where would you appoint me? You are not the one who appoints. But if the Spirit of the Lord, the Father indeed, who predestined it, now appointed, I have lived 35 years plus, I am not one of you thinking, if you did not hold that which is showing you the path, Till when would you even come to your senses? It means that you are out of the box. And out of the box, you have learned nothing. And that walking in darkness and the darkness, I command you, come out of this place now. Very well, listen again. Verse 3 says what? So for my appointed time is this that you do not know. Yet I have worked as I would go and find out about me first. Without school, without degree, I have professors in my house already. So we have worked in my house. We have worked. So I call nobody in except you are that person I approve of. But what? The standard of the law of life. If you don't have it, you can't be called. You and I are not human beings. I hate you. Why? Because you have hated the Father of his righteousness. There is no way you merge such people, good and evil. We can't merge it. Nobody can make peace if you are not the peace yourself. So that if you did not hate the one who is of peace, you would never know who truly is the peace. You can't make peace among yourselves. Unless the one who has also sacrificed himself and said that is why he's standing and said, I declare that this side must be put to death. This side must have life because they have done well. That is how the Lord is ruling. You do not know how to rule. None of you rule. When the highest come, you must give way and let him also take his place. Lord of all. What Lord are you? Who made you Lord? Who do you Lord over? That Lord of all is in this scripture. You didn't understand it? So it is. Verse 3 says that, I say, even so, those who had written this information, those who were giving this guidance to give to you, they are even telling you that, even so, they are telling you that even they, when they were children, they were in bondage. So they were what? In bondage under what? The element of the world. Element of the world is what? Constitution of Ghana. You making law for yourselves. You placing yourself president. You making yourself kings. You making yourself princes and queens. But when that which is of the Lord cometh, that you have been known that is the Lord of all. And he has also come to work the same way. That's why they said, Christ who be rich had also come. He had become this person, lowered himself to your level, where you did not even deserve it. That you fall short to his presence, glory you cannot dwell, and had served and dealt to a human what he would. Where till when? If the country Ghana, I have to live in this place for 35 years plus of doing this work, and you have not known my channel and what I decree on the channel, till when would you build? It means you are not the ones called for nation, and you are not the nation. You are not nation builders. That's why politically you are manipulated by other spirits. You do not even know what you are doing. That's why the Lord and the Spirit fail you, that they may see the work approved or unapproved. Because you are using the nation asset in doing this. And I'm not using the nation asset in doing what I'm doing. Because you do not support this cause. Nobody has ever given support here. So it's like, even so, when they were children, they asked for them when they were children, they were under what? They were what? In bondage under what? The elements of the world. The such things you have made for yourself is the elements of the world. Such things that do not enter heaven is the element of the world. Such things that you truly did not understand, that's why you operate anyhow, is the element of the world. This is it. Now listen, verse 4 says that, but when the fullness of the time was here or had come, the God of this place, or the spirit of that generation, who had predestined generations, he sent forth his son, made of a woman. Do you not hear and see the woman that I show you on the channel as Rose? Is Rose not from somebody who has lived already somewhere? Is Rose not an angel living somewhere already? But we have lived in this country, in Konya we were born, great nation. Because it is Konya that receive people, strangers. That's why if the Lord will raise any good thing, it will come only from there. It is raining at this time because I'm doing the right thing. And he says what? And under the law. So listen to what you are saying here. He said, but when the fullness of the time had come or had come, I just want to put it in my very powerful words. Then the spirit of the generation, who predestined this generation, sent forth what? I am only speaking certain things that you may understand how it is written that you do not understand. So that I put it in this. That what? He sent forth his son, made of what? A woman. and also what? Made under the law. That you would say he is also born of flesh or man and woman. That is it. But I came of the spirit. That is why I am the one unconditional Lord. Love in this that you are at a distance. I am in you, your presence. You did not know his presence. That is it. Who will tell you what is happening? They have lied. So you didn't know that. And what is the purpose of this person coming to do? What is his purpose? Your own birth that you were given. Your own birth, it is if this is the Lord that raised you or brought you, you have a purpose. What is the purpose? Listen here, somebody. Here is the purpose. Verse 5 says that to redeem them that were under the law. What made you, or who made you, or what made you or keep you under law? For that which you have sinned against had placed you under the law. Is that person that made a law for you that you cannot operate anyhow. So that for you to be redeemed from that law, because when you are under law, you are sinning. When you are under law, you are a sinner. It means they imprison you. So being in prison means you are hurt. You are reduced in your freedom, everything. That is the law. So that when you are taken out of prison, here is it, being out of what? Under law. Here it is. To redeem them that were under the what? The law. It is the same law that placed them under the law. Like my own people in Kenya had been taken abroad and for slavery. And a time has come that they have to be freed and move freely. And coming back, they must be kings and princes. Hear the word. That even if you did not understand, the one who is giving it out, he is the one making it all known to you. That you may give ear on only follow it and build. To redeem what? Those who are under the law. And how do you redeem someone under law? That which you did not know that you perform, which led you to that law or captivity. Now it is saying, wisdom, spirit, power, these were all the things you lack. That is why somebody put you under the law. It is spirit that imprisons human. So when they perform it against you and it really catch you up or arrest you, it will rule you over, it will rule over you. So by the rule of law is spirit. So with that spirit, a country you are just ruling by the constitution or political, but it is not political. This is a kingdom. A kingdom comes in the ruling of what? Spirit and authority of wisdom is this. That shows the path. So when we are throwing light on the path that you did not know, that is where you are coming out of what? The law. That which you could have done that you did not know. And you sin. Sin simple means you have broken an instruction passed on by your law, the Lord, unto you that follow it. And you fail to do that. That is the sin. Simple sin. Simple law that you have to understand. You didn't. That's why all things are written in code that you may understand, or except the understanding comes in place. So to redeem them that were under the law. Who were under the law? There were these people some time ago chosen by the same Lord. And because they sinned against him, he placed them under law. He put them under teaching. It means he put them in the class that whosoever shall write and pass, that will be redeemed from out of the law. So if you write and you fail, you are under law again. And you'll be not given, like you won't be given the kind of thing that you think made somebody got that freedom. And then it says what? He said, that we might receive the adoption of sons. So my Nkonya people had received what? Citizenship, but you don't even have a name for it now. So they have become what? White people. They have become what? Citizenry of the US. Nobody can sack them. They can do all things according to what made them or raised them, without limitation, in their personal community as the Lord has shared it. Who understands best? As you are a Ghanaian, you can never be a citizen of America unless you stay there. Of course, you cannot even stay in America, or you cannot live or have a place in America just because you have lived there for 5 years or 10 years. You are not qualified. You are not a citizen. We are talking of generations. So the generations is this you need, and that you must follow the right course. For the 400 years that mark this in 2019, the year of return, you think it's just for fun. It is happening already. You don't know the time you are living in. Those who are following the path will build and finish up before you know we are gone already. And my people have always said they should come, and I'll go with them because their wisdom is the white. Why? Because they have first built. They have made a path. So that a king holding a sword simply means he is a lord. If he has been ordained by the Spirit of the Lord, indeed, he's a Lord. That should show a path where the Lord or the Spirit is calling. That's why Beyonce sings Spirit. He's singing Africa. And Shakira sang in the World Cup a song that you did not understand. This is your time. This is time. Time is led by the angel. So I listen. And the songs are the spirit. That's why I tell you, voice is a spirit. When you fail to understand, you think you are speaking a language. You don't understand. Thank you. We will end the broadcast right here because it is great and greatest. I did not have to speak such a like a language that would keep you maybe out of context. But I have spoken that which keeps you what? Focused on the path, the Lord's own path. The Lord of all lords. How? Lord of all lords. Not even that Lord of all. It is describing where you are now. Lord of all lords. Or did you not read that? Let me show you. So that if you fail to understand or fail to receive this, you are already out of the system. Do we not have 37 in Ghana? 37 military in Ghana. Why do you think if the Lord should have armies of what? War. Why do you think in Ghana we have named 37 military? So if your father had not worked in this, you will never have any importance of that. It is just a name to you, but to us, it's a home. So why do you think you are destroying us in any way? There is a greatness. Everything that is happening here, let it be in accordance to what the guidance of the Lord. I cannot be under the authority or instructions of men where you are not called the Lord. How can you show a path? Where you are asked to make a move. If we are moving from, I am moving from Ghana to US or from around the globe because I am the times telling and the presence, my presence alone you need. That you may see that the whites who were faithful have a connection. That's why they have built nations. They fed Africa in all the jungle. Look, if you're an African and your fellow African rise against you, you will know that you have no power given. That is why it's happening. You know that you have failed to know what is right. And so if someone instructs you to go and kill your neighbor you kill, that person who instructs you has won the battle and you have lost. Beware that the Lord will not do such a thing, which will not profit a man if the Lord is involved. And that the Lord will also not profit it. Thank you so much. Your understanding is so great. May the King and the living powerful spirit and my wives, as for my wives, I will always talk about them. I am the love. Loving the greatest, showing you love by distance, connecting you back to what? Where I am. And I'll move with you. And I say, throw this one away, throw it away. Throw that one away, throw it away. That your trust now is that at least you have seen someone with a key to at least a kingdom that is having power over all things in the world. That is the power, showing the light, throwing light on things people have not known, yet they speak of it. And I do not have to learn it because if I learn, it means I am under the theorem of someone. This is determined to be what? Manipulation. I'm not manipulated by things. I can manipulate all of you through love. Simple love is a spirit. And the spirit is flesh that you are seeing, also in hearing from. I am not a robot, yet I can transform to a robot. And now be operating as they have configured a robot. Why? Because the spirit of the Lord, the intelligence, this is it. Yet I'm not a robot. So I can take you through the times as it is. Not those who even have the power to say they prove. They prove nothing. What they prove is their personal interest, but the Lord is not involved. Thank you so much for understanding. Somebody who received it. Don't try to stop my white people from operating. They have won. Why? If the Lord chooses you to be a sheep, know where the Lord himself is placing you. And if you are also made a goat, know that the Lord is placing you there. Every one of these, a sheep is also a human. And a goat is also a human. So where the Lord places you, there you deserve. The strong side you want to claim is the 6. And that is the left side, the goat. And you do not know those people. You blame the musicians that they are the son of the devil and witchcraft. It means that you are not the father. So when you blame that they are of this side, it means you are not the one who created the devil himself. And when you are also unable to decipher what should be on your right as fair, and you don't know who are fair, It means that you are not a father who also made a fair people. But the Lord himself should be what? Light. Unto you, showing you what? Showing light. Or so that I will tell you what is in the darkness. I will tell you what is also in the light. This is all that it means by Lord, to be Lord over all lords. Not the things that you are serving. Take a look around. For the past 30 years or 35 years, who had been so rich in the youth? There is none to be rich as you can recall. But 30 years now, or 35 years, that from that time to this time, I have built you. Yet you have not searched. But when it was time for year of return in 2019, the 19 I achieved it is my SS or senior high school result in person of what? The Lord. 19. You have no idea what is 19. When you add the 19, do you know what you get? Go prophetically. Look at it spiritually. Whether you understand or not, go and see what the 19 means. 27, it is my own. Again, I have A to the F. Do you know why? Because the Alpha and Omega you are told, you think it will come from a country you are looking up to. It did not come from there. A ruler you did not know that will rise from what? A place that you have least expected. The mountains, the rivers, the streams, the very west of it, the north and south of it. How do you put the Lord under curse? And that he will not put you what? In distraction. It is the Bible that says, curse be a man who will curse the Son of Man. And you'll be under what? Condemnation and distraction. Has the Lord shown us what to do? Why do you say there's a law that back everyone even for doing the wrong thing? There is no law. If there is a spirit, you know who should be put to death and who should have life. This is all you need. Thank you so much. I wouldn't waste time again, but I make known to you all the numbers. This is why you are told angels have a unique number. There's 17 you didn't know. There's 15 you didn't know. There's 11 you didn't know. I am telling you, and the 2007 you didn't know. That was the coming first of the what? The year of return had long been given. So my Nkonya people returned in 2007, like 2006, 2007. That's when they came. I will give you reference to this. So that you waiting and trying to arrange for the general term year return in 2008. Calculate the year margin. And you know who is first in all things. And Nkonya first came because they were given. So the one ruling over all things is this person that ran first to this place. Before what? His children. That's why a king lead a path. He's a Lord. To receive his Lord and light of it. Thank you so much, thank you. So I don't think you should encourage preaching without what? Understanding what you preach. For if you preach without creating, then you have not been given. Because it is demonstrated in power, not in words. The Bible says this. The Bible has just not had, it has contracted no one to go and be speaking. It is works. So anyone who is the Lord will not be a Lord in his room and say people are saying that he is the Lord, yet he has not worked over the activities or in work or when you come outside. We see the Lord, though you will not see the Lord commonly. But if you are a Lord, your time will tell. How do you understand Sylvester? How do you understand the name Bequeen? How do you understand the Sunday birth? Midnight, I'm the morning bright star again. You have no idea. I would point anything I am, that is it. When I say I'm Sunday, that's it. When I say I'm Saturday, that's it. But I rule. Saturday, you don't know Saturn. You don't know what it is. And the sun, they are all telling you they are power proven. Those who said they came first and those who came later. And Nkonya first came. You didn't know it, the beginning. You are claiming. You don't know where the beginning, as we are saying the beginning is. I don't think we have to waste time here. We are already what we are and have achieved it. The result is that you are now seeing someone proclaiming. Go and look at how many years is it that I came on the limelight of my own channel that you will not watch or listen. What you are asked to pay attention to, you don't do it. But what I speak is that which is controlling you, or that you have your own works unapproved controlling you or manipulating you. Thank you again. Thank you so much. I will leave it on this very channel that you may read through very well and understand one thing. what the Lord is presenting to you. You will not feed me, yet I make it rain. I am the one who caused it to rain. For the works I do, make the rain. You can't affect me. The president, I've been taken to hospital 2 times only to pull my blood. Pull blood from me so that when they put it in someone else and it now become a confused state of world, then you say that, oh, I am the one who raised this one or that. But I have proven to you that in Konya's own in U.S. Washington, D.C., had returned in what year? 2006 and 2007. So the number 7 and the number 6 already represents something. Take Psalm 67. Go there. And it will present to you somebody. I have only left this there as a number. Read and you know a connection of 2006 and 2007. 2,000 years had been long ago marked. Who had been the new birth of the 2000? If I had to live in US, it's because I am the one planting and planting. Because who waters the garden? You must have it. The weather does not by itself give up just rain. If not, it will only rain as it would. Yes, but if there be no righteous man, it cannot rain. It means there is no life connected to what? The heavenly authority. And you only see it rain because there is someone living. When that person is taken away, they will tell you that is the last tree. And I am born alone, yet I am having wings. I have an Aigbe. What do you know what is Aigbe? Not Aigbe in general. I'm Fega. That is a different person. I have Accra. That is another person. He's a man and a woman. But I'm in the middle of my own birth as first and last. Because nobody has been born as I want to tell you. I am born alone. So to have me call anybody is my choice to say this is my brother or this is my sister. It is not natural to say or supernatural to say that you and I are from the same mother or the same father. No. The Lord makes, I'll say what? He that says that he will raise nations. For one, there's one person that will raise what? Nations. And so the one who carried the spirit and blessing, he's the one that is what? Healing all nations. Even though I've not visited you physically, yet I have been there supernaturally more than physical. And you have received whatever you will. So I am alone. I am by myself, calling myself nations, because I am the nations, talking to you what you all must be aware of. Nobody can claim that he and I are one father or one mother. You can't tell me that. I am born alone. How can you choose for Sunday? If Sunday is a leader or ruler in all the things, how can you say you are also a leader? If you are not born on the same day I was born and how I was born, how can you say that? I am showing you, I was born midnight. So the midnight tells you that I am this person. So you cannot choose for me your own law that you made without seeing the light you made a Lord. So when the light came truly, you have failed to also receive it of the light. And this light is not saying that he has attended any higher school that is bigger than the schools you have attended. Yet, if we talk of school, I have a professor in my house who teaches all the higher schools that you have attended. Do you not know the people that we mention trust, and you know what I'm saying is the Lord? A Lord in it. I have higher school that you nobody have. Because what you didn't know after graduating as a university scholar or whatever, and you still don't know what is heaven, or you don't know what is creation, and you could not create. How? Who made you that? It means you have placed yourself on a high place. So when the higher person comes, you are trying to deny him of his right. That he should be sent to hospital. That he is trying to be this on your neck. That he should pour his blood somewhere and decide that he should rather become things that you are throwing away off beach. Is this? In Margaret Marquardt, you did it. In Pantan, in Accra, you did it. If I should cause an arrest for everyone that have gone behind this, would you tell me you did it or not? Only because you need a holy person's blood for your own ruling, that you will not want to allow the person who is to rule to rule. Do you know where my blood is? You want to infest it so that you call yourself the higher. It will take you what? Distraction to understand what I'm saying. Because I'm not here to make peace. If you are not the one that must be given peace. If I have any food, he said, for he has come not to what? Send peace to the world, but sword. Sword is the one making the path, showing the path. So when you fail to follow the sword, you have nowhere to enter. If a caterpillar is this that made road, I fail to follow the caterpillar while the road is being under construction. Go and use the bush, forest. If there's a road, use it. When you are able to make it, then you are called the Lord also. I want to thank somebody for listening and doing the listening. I don't think it is you, but when you fail, it is you. But I haven't chosen for you to fail because I've made it already what it is. I'll be in my US traveling around the world. So some of you would have stolen, and you've stolen my passport because I travel places in a country, even in God's country. I go to places. You have robbed my passport. You rob things that I use in just speeding up the work. And my things, actually, you have to have a thing that keeps you faster on the very pace of what? This work. And then you have raised children. I told you don't have to give birth because you have not been given authority to raise any child. When you do that, you are bringing more problem and burden onto the nation. So whoever is working the best out is the nation. So you are only raising children out of prostitution because you fail to understand what even Paul or Saul had spoken. If I had to teach all this under guidance and power, I'm the one that is showing the light in the glory and the heavens, the pink glory. I show you where heaven is. You don't know where heaven is. Heaven is myself. So when there's a day to go, we will go. The Lord will send us, or the angels will send us there. Thank you for understanding. Whether you understand or not, healing is this I produce. For that which you didn't understand, when there's light thrown on it, you read and you are healed. Thank you. It's raining. You can hear. Midnight.